Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, Lord Zenobia finally revealed himself to our heroes, and they found out that the Lord of Darkness is actually the corrupted human and Lynn's former brother, Josh. I gotta say, I really love how this was handled. The fact that we were already told earlier in the game that Zenobia was Lynn's brother, but the heroes didn't know it. So every time our heroes were wondering where Josh was, it's like, oh boy, are they in for a surprise. So I was pretty dang hyped for our heroes eventually finding out. Anyway, we got an airship now. And nice to see that William is back as well. Come to think of it, the last time we saw William was the battle for Naraka. Gosh, that was a while ago. The ship was attacked by Wraith and they fled. Let's see if we can find out what happened after that point. Cause, you know, there's gotta be a story behind the ship suddenly being able to float in the air. Hi, look at what the storm finally dragged in. I had a feeling you land-loving kids wouldn't stop at nothing, or would stop at nothing to make it all the way out here to this no-man's land called Akavale. Paprika waves. Welcome aboard, everyone! My heart could not tremble with greater joy than this to see you all again. You have just to reassure me that day you found me and Ruatha all alone and so melancholy were not in vain. I did find all of my friends in the Leviathan fleet, after all. They did come for me, just as you promised they would. Oh, thank goodness, I was wondering about that. Here I was starting to wonder if you were giving up waiting and decided to go looking for them. Miss Paprika, in a time of seeming loneliness and hopelessness such as this for us six, it is a most precious blessing to see the gentle face of a creature as magnificently beautiful as yourself, mother of all Elvanian races. Paprika beams. Hee hee, you sweet boy, do not carry on so. It is a bit too early in our reunion for such endearing words, Sir Knight Heart. But, giggle, how comforting to see at least one of you four human earthling saviors has not changed a bit since our last meeting. Hey, the whole gang is here. It's good to see that no more of you guys have gotten axed since the day Grandis attacked us as we were traveling across the mid-ocean. The little green-haired girl was pretty distressed over the possibility that more of her friends were lost since the Battle of Naraka, you know. You shouldn't worry her like that. Nay, sir. We were not picked off by some monster at the pier as Paprika had feared. Admiral, sir, just what have you and the other good descendants of Leviathan been up to these past many weeks? Your Rosalina sails the very skies now instead of the sea. There is none like her now in all of the entire world. Forgive me, lass, but such are the ways of us seafarers that I must keep them in secret, even from the maidenly elf. Hearty laugh. All I dare tell you is that we could not have hoped to grasp the theory of conventional flight entirely were it not for the likes of the little emerald-haired lassie and her magical ways. No, you better not keep it a secret from us. This is something we gotta know. You can't just say, oh, we're not gonna tell ya. Paprika beams with pleasure. All in the fervent night spent by the midnight lamp relinquishing every bit of terror dust collected upon these wings over the centuries of beauty sleep. A gal's got to show her stuff sometime. Okay, so it's fairy magic. Fairy dust. Oh, sorry, not fairy dust. It is... oh, what is the word? Scrolling down on my notes here. Polyester dust. Eri gets the picture. Even if it meant spending an entire night vigorously shaking yourself off like a wet dog over a table full of jars for collecting enough fairy dust to power an entire ship for air travel? Hush now, boy. Tessera laughs. I see that the planet's future in technology must continue to remain solely in the hands of Elvinia's greatest oceanographers. Long story short, my friends, after that half-elf Lunas Elru Nice attack on our ship during the Battle of Poescus Lake, me and the laddies went into hiding out at our emergency base in the mid-ocean to get the Rosalina fixed up. Then, desperate to be reunited with our dear Paprika, we rushed to find her, waiting for us at Arath as we had long ago made a promise on, as soon as we could get the Rosalina sailing again. Hearts. Paprika flutters her wings in delight. A few more weeks and a lot of curious scientific tinkering later would see us achieve our latent dream of ascending to the skies and the new Queen Rosalina at last. By that time, nearly all of Elvinia came to know that the main villainous sea serpent of our story was waiting for the heroes in a floating palace as dark and twisted as a soul. So you poor human lads would need an airship eventually in order to get there, eh? And even if the descendants of Leviathan could not find the heroes from Earth again in this vast blue world, don't you be forgetting that we too are part of the Naraka Holy Knights, so ye could be certain that eventually we'd just choose to fly to Rose the Cloud ourselves and give the Dark Lord the fight of his life on behalf of the people of Elvinia, at the very least. Well then, Admiral, sir, perhaps you and the other seafaring knights of Naraka could consider enlisting our help before just running off to fight these evil aliens to Elvinia alone. Let us defend the planet with you together. William says with a gruff laugh, only if you and these other 5 young whippersnappers in turn are willing to accept the help of a grumbling old pirate and an impetuous polyester gal, lass. Okay, how old are you? Paprika has angry fumes above her head. Impetuous? Humph. Made me want to laugh while I was taking a drink. Don't do that, please. I am sure that all of us would be more than happy to have you both on our side in our fight against the Lunas Elru Knights. Against them, your added assistance may very well end up making the difference between survival and defeat for us. So, Paprika, even you are intending to... Ari speaks up. Dude, I have already learned by now that it is useless to talk an Elvinian out of something like this. She is undoubtedly determined to come with us no matter what we'll say, and somehow I can't help but think that Paprika will be just fine regardless of the danger anyway. The laddie is right, you all. I, too, already knew not to make the same mistake twice by trying to convince the lady that fighting with us would be much too dangerous for her. In anything, I would readily believe that the Goddess of Fate has also given the supernatural strength to stand against even the Lunas Elru Knights to the other of her 2 most fragile of mortal children, a polyester. Jersey triumphantly says, yes, along with a human woman like myself, Paprika of the magical race shall join the epic struggle of the 4 Earthling heroes against the Lord of Darkness. Thank you, Jersey. Together, we can drive those Lunas Elru Knights away from the world that we cherish, once and for all. I just know it. Hey, she just said it! That thing. I noticed it too. I didn't comment on it, but I was thinking it. Never thought I'd be glad to hear a stock Elvinian line like that again. Dusk smiles. Miss Paprika, my, how have we missed you, my dear? Hehe. If you have truly missed my acts of insincere cuteness, then imagine how lovable I can be when I bop a Lunas Elro Knight over the head with my fairy-sized fist of justice. And we were flying off. Admiral William has joined the party. You know, I was wondering who it was going to be. Considering, you know, the situation where we had 2 of our former final party members leave, not just one. Admittedly, I did see his name mentioned in the equipment list. The guide has presented such a situation for me. Looking ahead a little in order to figure out what I'm supposed to do, and then it tells me, oh, by the way, Josh is going to appear in the desert. Oh, by the way, you're going to get an airship. Oh, by the way, the memory card is about to end. Oh, by the way, Admiral William and Paprika are your final 2 party members. I think. And yet, even knowing this stuff ahead of time, soon as I come upon them, it's like, wow, this is interesting. Which is why, even though I knew the airship was coming, that I still was so surprised to see it. To see that big old hunk of wood hovering over us, casting a shadow. Not to mention, it was only like 20 minutes beforehand that I found out that there was going to be an airship, so it was still exciting to see it coming. That said, I am really tired of the guy spoiling me. If you were wondering why on my first playthrough of the game, I was so hesitant to rely on the guide, despite Lantis constantly requesting that I use it, that's why. That said, I'm still going to try to use it. Even if I wind up catching a glimpse of something that I really didn't want to know yet. It has been helpful. Oh, by the way, Paprika has also joined. And we received the airship, the Queen Rosalina. Note, airships can fly to any location on the world map, even if there isn't already a visible path leading to it. Oh, and of course we gotta have a meanwhile. And yes, all 4 of those Lunas Elro Knights are still alive. But hey, now that we can dual wield, we'll kill them for real. Right? So Zenobia is apparently given instructions to them. Understood? This is as far as they can go. The ones who have taken it upon themselves to be the heroes and heroines of the blue world must be destroyed here. I will no longer stand for the interference of the 4 Earthlings or any Elvenian who accompanies them. Elvenia will be mine. The goddess of fate will kneel to me and watch helplessly as Elvenia, her beloved child, is taken from her. And then all of the heavens and the entire universe below them will submit to our power. I am counting on all of you. Yes, my lord, we will vanquish their light once and for all. I don't know who questioned this earlier in this playthrough, but somebody in the chat, maybe Strike Back, was wondering how it is that multiple characters can just in unison say the same thing like that. Were they trained to say that? That's the only thing I can think. Our only loyalty belongs to you, my lord, for like us, you too reject and scorn the light and all creatures who cling to its principles. For the cause that the both of us uphold, we will fight every last Earthling and Elvenian who defies that cause until they all lie dead at our feet. Neat. Oh. Okay, well, officially, then Sarah is not Serena. Maybe like an incarnation of Serena, but not Serena herself. How does it feel, Serena, knowing that all you have created and nurtured will soon belong to your one and only enemy, and that for this very reason you are imprisoned by him also, helpless to do anything to save Elvenia yourself? And yet I cannot be destroyed by you, almighty dragon. The great beast from the darkness rises from the abyss to snarl and bare his fangs at me and the innocent sheep that I care for, seeking desperately all who he can devour. And still he cannot yet destroy the Holy Mother who he hates with all of his heart. No matter how far you have come in your wicked plan, no matter how far my children may seem from me because of their fear of you, there is still hope. No matter how great and deep the darkness over my world, the faint glimmer of light that still shines on my four revered daughters and the Elvenians, who they watch over and guide in my stead, will soon become a brilliant dawning to chase away the darkness you have brought. Serena more adamantly says, "My dear children are not lost to me yet, monster. And until then, you can imprison me, you can berate and threaten me, but you cannot take the earth and Elvenia away from me. Before it is too late, they will all again come to believe in me and the cause of love that they have been fighting for with all of their hearts, and you will be henceforth banished from my creation, where child-snatching dragons do not belong. I will return to save my world from you. This I promise." Zenobia responds with a crooked smile. "So, much like all of her mortal children, even a goddess is prone to childless dreams and fancies. I so do relish having you and the very force of light that you represent held at my mercy." The way that conversation went, I feel like Strike Back is not too far off with Joshua being possessed by the real bad guy. "You are certain of this, Grandis?" Grandis bows to his knees. "Yes, your dark majesty. I swore long ago, when the other Lunasilver Knights and myself assisted you in your great trespass against the goddess and her soulless angels, forever making all of Elvenia our enemy, that I would do whatever it took, to banish every trace of light in this world, and so forth make the entire galaxy yours, as it rightfully belongs to you. So if becoming a true demon, whose membership now belongs forever to the forces of the Abyss, is what it takes to destroy those dang Earth children once and for all, so that what is left of Serena's power to resist you is finally extinguished, then it is not only a worthy sacrifice, but the complete removal of my humanity for demonhood is what I should have asked for long ago, my lord." That don't sound good. Grandis has been enough of a pain not being a real demon. "Once I do this for you, Grandis, you must understand that you can never go back. You'll be entirely lost as the Divine Mother's child forever. And should the Earthlings defeat you, you will truly die. You will not have the immortality you seek until I reign supreme and destroy the soulless Emsu angels and their mother. That is, should I have enough mercy to end their existences when I claim her throne." My answer to you is this. It is worthy of divine retaliation from you for me to claim that I was ever her child in the first place. Serena did not birth my existence. I despise her and every last angel in heaven. I see. I believe it will not be a mistake to give my dark powers to you, then. Your conviction pleases me, Grandis. You see clearly that love only breaks the spirit, while hatred, such as that which you have for all that is good, only strengthens it. Together, you, the other Lunas Elver Knights, and I shall dominate both the earth and Elvenia, eternally parting the goddess of fate from all that she loves, and thus destroying her once and for all. Nope, that's a bad thing. Alright, now to find the 4 castles where the Lunas Elver Knights are supposedly waiting for us. We should try to find the gate to the Lunasphere that is on this continent as well. So, airship. Airship. St. Elmo's. Suddenly I want to make a song reference. So, yes, this is RPG Maker 1's airship feature. It uses a sprite that you absolutely have no access to anywhere else. Like, even if you go into RPG Maker's sprite editor, you can't even load it from there. It is locked to this one feature. You can't even modify the sprite. It is specifically this sprite. It's so weird that it's the only sprite that you can't just go and modify in the sprite editor. I mean, I suppose there's also battle animations. You also can't do anything with those, but it's certainly interesting. I guess because of the way it animates, rises up and lowers down. That's probably has to do with what is going on there. Anyway, let me see here. Where was that island I saw? Yeah, this one. No, I guess it's not specifically that island. As I said, there is an invisible location that I can't really do anything with yet anyway, but I'm kind of curious where it is. Maybe in between streams, I'll go ahead and finally look that up. In any case, we are on another memory card here. This might mean that we have the ability to... well... might have the ability to go to previous locations, but at the same time, maybe not. Considering we have to go through, like, triple mines and stuff. And that's assuming the game even lets us. Oh, the game is letting us. Take cart to Sebel Reef? Why are you not spelling it Sebelhan? Is there not enough space to put Sebelhan? It looks like there might be, but I guess not. We'll actually stay in Alcavale for the time being. I actually need to kind of figure out what it is that I want to do from here. Actually, here's what's really going on. There's that place there. Where's another one? There's that place. There's that place, and there's gonna be one more of these. Somewhere there's a 4th location. There it is, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 castles. Each one of them is the headquarters of a Lunas Elver Knight. And the game actually is allowing us to choose which ones we go to. Now here's one thing from the guide that I am actually glad I found out. Each of the 4 Lunar Silver Knights has the final piece to the legendary weapon. So I'm probably going to go for the ones that I have collected the hilt for, so that I can sooner take care of putting together the legendary swords that I am able to. As a reminder, I'm only able to put together 2 of the legendary swords because I was locked out of collecting the remaining 2 hilts sooner than I was hoping. I don't know which Lunar Silver Knight is holding which, so that is something that I will have to do some research with in between streams. With that said, we are going to go ahead and end things today here. Before everybody runs off, is there anybody I'm following that I am streaming? The answer is there anybody I'm following? Lazarus might be streaming. Let me double check to make sure that he is not, like, ending it right now. Nope, he is in fact streaming right now, so I will go ahead and send you all on a raid to Lazarus. With that said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.